Hey, this is Malika of Evanston Live TV, and we have with us two very special guests. One is Femke Munting. She's president of Lend. I think you all are going to get some great information from her today. And many of you Evanstonians know Michael Miro. He used to be the executive director of Mudlark Theater, and now he is executive director of Ridgeville Foundation and working with Lend as well.
Board president of the Ridgeville Foundation.
Board president
Yes.
of the Ridgeville Foundation. The man just makes magic. He moves mountains. That's what he's known for.
Oh.
He moves mountains. So there was a meeting at the council meeting Monday, and they were talking about all this funding. Money is a huge issue, aside from the physical that's going on with COVID-19 right now. People just trying to stay well and healthy. The concern is our livelihood and our small businesses in town. That's one of the things we love about Evanston, is being able to walk over to a mom and pop coffee shop and boutique and, restaurant Jennifer's Edibles. I mean, that's what we love about Evanston, is you could just walk to all these places and support these businesses. And now people are really concerned with, once we come out of this lockdown, so many people are out of work, businesses are closing down. People are scared. People are scared. Yeah. Like it's a new world right now. And though we've been locked in our homes on lockdown, it's still moving around, but it's changing. So what are we about to walk out into when they flick the switch and they're like, okay, you all can start gradually coming back out into the world? What is the world that we're about to walk into, and how can Lend help the people?
So, I mean, as far as what we're about to walk into, my guess is as good as yours. I think these are really uncertain times, and that's about as much as we know. We know things are changing. We know things are certain. Strange enough, that's pretty much the only thing that we know for certain, is that things are uncertain. And so to just give a little bit of background on Lend, we've been around for about 11 years, so over a decade. We're run by Northwestern students, and we're a microfinance group. So what that means is that we try to provide capital to those businesses and those business owners that are typically left out of traditional capital markets. So for whatever reason, and the bulk of our work is done with minority and women entrepreneurs, and has been in the past, and it's because we find that those people tend to be left out of traditional loaning avenues, despite the fact that they run really successful businesses that a lot of people enjoy attending. And so when all of this hit, we took a step back and we had a conversation with our board and with our clients, and we just realized, no matter how much funding is coming through from federal programs such as the CARES Act, from local grant programs, there is always going to be this gap, and there's going to be this need gap. And so what we were hoping to do is, can we identify those businesses that are really hurting right now, but also really successful businesses, people that, like you said, they serve the Evanston community, that they're restaurants and businesses that we want to see, when we come out and when that light switch gets turned back on again. So we've decided to start offering $5,000 zero interest loans. And we do that in a variety of ways. Lend is always very hands-on in the way it runs its program, in the sense that we want to work with your business. We're not alone. We're not doing anything that's trying to hurt you. We're just trying to do the best for you. So we're bringing in pro bono consultants from professional consulting agencies. We're just trying to see what can we use our resources and the city's resources and the community's resources to just try to really help these people get through the next few months.
And so, Malika, what I just wanted to add, as Lend's board chair, when this whole crisis started, obviously, Northwestern students were kind of thrown in limbo, and, we weren't sure, the rest of the board and I were not sure, what the student capacity was going to be in this crisis. And Femke has just stepped up along with the other students and really, through it all, given us the sort of confidence to really, engage with the community in a much more robust way and take on more than I would say the organization has ever taken on before.
Have you all found, Femke, you said it was a focus on women and people of color. I know when people hear loan, they hear grant, being a Black woman, I immediately get overwhelmed, intimidated. I'm like, oh Lord, it's going to be a packet of paperwork. IRS is going to be, you just, because a lot of entrepreneurs, they have to cut corners to get going, to get, start up. And now you all are asking, usually in the grants and the loans, you're wanting people to document and, what I'm trying to say. So
and that's obviously the first thing that we come in with is we're not here in any, we're not the IRS. We're not a big bank. We're not an organization that's coming to say, oh, we're giving you this high interest loan that we're trying to really hurt your business with or take advantage of the fact that you're in a vulnerable position. Our priority is first and foremost the health of your business and the health of you as a business owner. And so I think the conversation that we go into is, yes, on our end, we need some information. And because we need to understand, what is this money being used for? Is this money being used in the right way? And how can we help you best? But that conversation can take a variety of different paths. And it doesn't have to be, give me your official, accountant made records for the past 10 years. It's just, let's have a conversation. Let's have a chat. How many people are you seeing coming in before all of this happened? What are you seeing now? Are you shut down? What are the ways that we can help you? And so I really think of it as a much more collaborative process where we're tapping into this network of resources that is, we can help you, we can bring in people to help you, we can connect you with the right person, and there's a monetary component. But it's about what truly is best for your business. And I think the board and the whole team is really behind that kind of concept, is that it's what can we do to mobilize the resources we have in the best way for you? And that's where that conversation comes in about how is your business doing, and the things that are typically considered really intimidating from a grant and a loan perspective, we try to make those as friendly as possible. As much as.
That's good to know, because I know people just get they don't even fill it out. It just stops. They're like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And so they just continue to struggle and just do the best that they can to maintain. What have you all found in, going to talk to people? What have been some of the reasons someone doesn't get it? What has been the ideal application? What can let people know, because I know I'll just say this, filling out grants, they usually use like a point system and things like that. The loan is based on getting a loan based on so many other things. What have you found has been that you can tell people that can give them those tips that it'll get through? If you do this, make sure you have this, it's going to go through.
Yeah. Just to clarify, are you asking for our specific program or for the federal CARES Fund program?
Both.
Okay. I mean, on the federal side of things, and we have some people who work at local banks on our board, so, I won't say too much there, but I think on that application, the application is relatively straightforward, and I would really encourage people to apply. I know it's intimidating. It's intimidating for people. When we look at that program, it's intimidating for people who are even involved in this industry. It's intimidating to look at, but they do try to guide you step by step. And I think you have a right. Businesses, especially small businesses, have a right to this support, and I encourage them really to apply for those things, because it's not just the big business with the 800 lawyers. It's for you. It really is to try to help you as much as possible. So on that front, I would say massively encourage people to apply. And from our side, I mean, like I said, everything is a conversation. So it's a conversation between me and my team members. It's between me and the board. So as for a kind of point system of what means you get a loan from us, there really isn't one, which can sound intimidating, but also I think makes it a little bit more accessible. It's not that I had to have done $100 million in sales last year, or something ridiculous like that. But it's just, if you feel confident in your business and you think it's something that works and you can show us that, that's really what we're looking for, is just, and we're trying to support people more than numbers on a sheet. That's what I would probably say.
Yeah, I would add, Malika, that no business should be afraid for applying to lend. for fear of the risk of taking on more debt. And one of the things that the city also has helped us with by helping to subsidize our lending program is basically giving us the resources that, in this very uncertain economic climate, we know that there are some businesses that are not going to be able to pay those loans back, and they're going to essentially be converted to grants. And the city basically gave us the resources to triple our impact in Evanston with the knowledge that there is this tremendous financial uncertainty. And we know. Now, obviously, the businesses that are able to repay that money, those are going to just go right back out into the community to their neighbor's business. But if they're not, then obviously it will be converted to grant, and we are not going to, it's not going to affect their credit rating. We're not sending debt collectors after them. So I just want to be very clear for the purposes of the community that no one should be afraid to apply to lend for any reason.
That is good. That's good to know. I've heard great things about lend, so that's why I wanted to get you all on. I've some of these other programs that are out there. I haven't heard of anyone personally who has benefited from a lot of the other programs that are out there. Usually, organizations or businesses that don't really even need the money, they tend to be the ones that get it, but the ones who are, right up the street, who've been here, struggling to make it happen for years, they tend not to get those. But lend has been, you all have this reputation now of actually really helping people that I know personally. So I'm like, does everyone know about lend? I think everyone needs to know about lend. Need to get the word out.
Well, I would say, and Femke can speak to this in more detail, but I would say the word is definitely getting out the last few weeks. Applications have increased a lot as the city's been getting word out, and all of the sort of different, merchant associations have been getting the word out. But Femke can speak to that.
Yeah, no, I think we've just seen the way that we typically operate, and I think what's really helped us is that we go off a lot of, we work with the community. So we like working with aldermen, we like working with the city council, just to really understand that's a way that we can identify those businesses that can really use our help. And I think they've been really great at getting the word out and just exploding the number of applications that we've gotten. But we are going to do every single thing that we can to help these businesses, and we are going to keep going until the last cent has dried up and we don't have any money anymore. And I think that's really where we're coming from here is as an organization, we're just throwing everything behind us. We've seen a huge response from alumni, from community members, and that's been really encouraging to try to get that support. So.
And I would be remiss as board chair if I didn't say that, Lend is a completely all volunteer organization. So every donation that is given to the organization goes right back out into the community. We've, as I said, we've gotten support from the city. There are currently t-shirts on sale through the Downtown Evanston Merchants Association, where they're selling actually really great t-shirts, and Lend is the beneficiary of that. And I think that's going to raise a really significant amount of money. And I know they're pursuing a raffle as well. So again, if you are looking to sort of support underserved businesses in Evanston, Lend is a great way to sort of give to us with the knowledge that we have a pipeline of businesses that are reaching out for help.
Well, you all are absolute angels. Thank you so much for your work, and to know that you all are just volunteering, just to help people, to make sure small businesses in this community survive, especially during this time. I'm sure you have probably spoken to some people who are really lost, probably scared to death. What have those conversations been like for you since COVID-19?
I mean, it's not easy. And those aren't easy conversations, even before COVID-19. Honestly, a lot of people, I think throughout Evanston, but also nationwide, the small business industry hurts sometimes, and it's difficult, and people put their whole lives into serving communities, because that's really what a small business is. You know, you're not getting into it to become a mega millionaire. You're doing it because you love the people around you and because you want to support them in some way. And so it's hard, and it doesn't get easier to have those conversations with people, and to talk to them about their business and the realities of what's happening at the moment. But I do think uniquely, you know, Evanston is what I've seen, and, you know, I'm from Amsterdam, so I'm used to big city, big cities, big places, and coming here and just seeing the strength of community and seeing people really want to rally around businesses, I think is going to give us a really unique capacity of surviving this. And I think that's a testament to just the community here. And if we can mobilize that, and we can mobilize that love of, like Jennifer's Edibles, that local places, and showcase just the amazing work people have been doing, that's how we're going to try to get through this. And, you know, like I said, those conversations haven't been easy, and it's not going to get easier, but it's just about saying, let's realistically evaluate where you are now and then see what we can do to help. And that's always been our number one.
Okay, 2 more questions, because I know you guys got a load of work, a lot of people to talk to. It really speaks to your character that you're taking this on. This is huge. Before COVID-19, and now I know it's probably been very heavy for you all during this time period. Where did this come from? Were you all raised in this sort of environment where you just give, or how did you become these people? I know Mike Miro's reputation in the Evanston community, I mean, he's always just being out for the youth when he was with Mudlark, and then wanting to diversify Mudlark, and he did that successfully with his team. And I've heard great things about Lynn. I think I've seen you around, Femke, going into businesses, and someone, oh, she's from Lynn, and
Probably.
you all become these people, because so many people are not.
I mean, I'm hesitant. I know, I'll start answering, because I know Mike certainly will not want to be answering and taking all the credit. But I think, you know, family, and I credit a lot to my parents, and that's to say I'm not, I think they've always had a big focus on helping local communities, and just, it's something I really care about. And the more people that you meet, and the more you see how worthy of a cause this is, I think the more it just escalates. So when you go and you go and talk to Jen, and she is, you know, running this business, and then also deciding to feed 100 seniors a day, then all those kind of role models in this community and other ones really, I think, just make it really evident that this is just the right thing to do. So, and obviously also being around Mike helps with all of that development.
Yeah, I mean, Malika, you know, I moved here when I was 10, so Evanston is home to me, and you know, seeing what this pandemic has done to home has been you know, very heartbreaking. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm very I do have a love for nonprofit life, and you know, even in my new career as a nonprofit consultant, I still serve as board chair of 2 organizations, and just really feel like the nonprofits in Evanston really kind of hold this city together and give it so much of its identity. And so this is a great opportunity to work with businesses that, again, I have known for so long, and just really believe in, and I just want them to survive. So.
Well, thank you all so much for your work. I know it takes a lot. It has to be a drain on your soul, you know, to just keep pushing and fighting for the community. So thank you so much. And how can people get in touch with Lend? Is there a, well, I know there's a website, telephone number?
Yeah, so the easiest thing to do, I think, is to go to our website, which is just lendnu@evanston.org, but I can send all that information. You can send us an email, lendnu@gmail.com, and once that happens, I mean, I normally give out my personal phone number and just say, give me a call. I won't do that on television, but I will. That's something that does happen. So, I mean, we start there, and all the information is listed, and the application is all there, and then from there, we'll just put you in touch with someone. And feel free, we can just please, I'd really like to emphasize, and I know Mike already has, that we are just here to help. And that can be in any capacity, in any way, whether you need someone to just look over something, help with something. So please, if you're worried about reaching out in any way, please don't. We'd love to talk to you. We really would.
All right.
And once again, at the website, lendevanston.org is a donate page, which you are welcome to take advantage of. Again, it's a great opportunity to help small businesses in Evanston that maybe aren't getting the help that some of the larger businesses have, who, kind of were more, maybe had access to, certain banking relationships that certain smaller businesses didn't have. So if you care about helping those entrepreneurs, lendevanston.org.
All right.
And buy a t-shirt. They're really great.
Buy a t-shirt. They really are. They did a fantastic design. They say Evanston, but they're not like, they're just really beautifully designed. And downtown Evanston, I think they're on sale at downtown Evanston's. The city has sent out emails about it, and I think it's downtown Evanston's website they're on sale. Yeah.
Okay, we got to be sure to get a t-shirt. You all go to Lend, especially if you are a small business, know of someone with a small business that needs a little help during this time, reach out to them. And if you just have questions, the whole point of this is I don't want people to feel intimidated or afraid. So I've heard good things about you all. So thank you for your work. Thank you.
Thank you, Malika.
Thank you so much.
All right, this has been Malika of Evanston Live TV. And again, I'm ending every episode with please be safe out there. Keep your 6 feet distance. Keep your hands clean. Wear your mask, people. Please wear your mask when you leave the house. And we learned from Captain Bilal, take your shoes off at your door. Do not track COVID-19 into your house. He said that's a huge deal right now, so take your shoes off. Please, everyone, please be safe out there. And thank you for supporting Evanston Live TV. And we have some more amazing people in Evanston doing amazing things, so you all stay tuned.